And welcome in to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. We are going to do our picks this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally made it. In my hands, Jackpot, you can see all of my chicken scratch. See it right there. These are my notes tonight for the our picks, which I am jacked up to do. I want to
Is
thank
that what they're
everyone.
calling them now? Notes.
Notes. Yeah, notes. But I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the program tonight. The folks watching on YouTube, the folks watching on Facebook, and the folks that have entered the Callaway's Pick'em Challenge. We'll start with that really quick here. But first, be welcoming my co-host, who is normally in the upstate, but he's about 15 rocks from me right now. Carolina Jackpot. What's up, brother?
I'm doing good, man. One would think that stay in a hotel room and stuff like that, you'd be better. But I'm a little bit worse for wear. I'm behind on making my picks against the spread video and all that good stuff. And I like last night, I was going to do it for the whole weekend, like I normally do, and it lasts like for an hour. And I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I about fell out. So I'm like, I'm just going to do them for Thursday. So then for Thursday, and then tonight I'm gonna knock out some for Friday, which is like a whopping 4 games, and then sometime tomorrow night. It's like I gotta go get something to eat after I get done with my work. And this damn Harbison Boulevard is fucking shitty. Okay, I mean you can't turn right out of it, you can't turn left out of it. It's garbage.
Yeah. Well, there you
Delta
go.
900 says, "Did you see Uncle Lou's video on Jeb Nolan started?" Yeah, I did. You know where he got the inspiration to do that? Me, because I had put one up probably about an hour before that, and he commented on it with a ha 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 ha. Next thing I know, he's gone and made a video about it. And I look, and his has got like 4,000 views on it, and mine has like 400. And I'm like, fuck me running. I'm like, not only are you killing me on views, I'm actually giving you fucking ideas to do videos on. So that's just nice. I should get paid a
Yeah.
finder's fee.
All right. Well, the Callaway's Pick'em Challenge is underway. You have until Saturday at noon to get your money and your picks in. At noon, it cuts off. That's it. End of discussion. You're done. All right. Thanks to everybody who's gotten in. Jackpot says we got a good bit of people in. Don't list everybody, Jackpot, but the pot's getting big.
Yeah, 76 people. You don't want me to run these names off because I can do it real quick.
No. Let's
Okay.
just say there's a shit ton of people.
There's
76 people.
76 people in here so far. Um, and that's a pot of $1,520 so far. There is potential. We could get to our goal. My goal was $2,000 to give away for a prize. $2,000. I don't know if we can get there or not. That's what? Help me with my math here. What is that? About 20 more people?
Yeah, we need
22?
22, 23 more
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
And I mean, these picks aren't due in until noon. The first game that we're picking is at a noon game on Saturday, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you have until then. I mean, but please, I mean, I'd rather you not be sending me your money at 11:55 on Saturday morning. It's kind of slowed. It slowed down a little bit than yesterday, and then it heated back up again today. I mean, with people getting in. So every time I make a video, it seems like it amps up. We've got a follower over here on YouTube, not in the live chat. Derek W, Oklahoma fan, says, "I love your videos, but hey," he's like, "we get it. You're doing a contest, blah blah blah. You can stop doing those now and start talking about." I'm like, "Yes, I will." I said, "I'll stop doing it when you get in the contest." I said, "Quit being scared like Uncle Lou." I gave him I issued an open-ended challenge. Hadn't took me
Well,
up on it.
he doesn't want to put his picks out there because he'll finish behind the comrade and all the other Dumbos. So he doesn't want to put his picks out there.
He'll finish behind this Dumbo.
Exactly. Anyway, we have, of course, that's sponsored by Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Retro video games, ice cold beer, great chicken wings at Callaway's in West Columbia. If you're going down to Williams-Brice. You can get your tailgate stuff from there. I got all that for you at Callaway's Bar and Grill, callaway'sbarandgrill.com. Also, DNC Trucking and Transport. Of course, Dennis Wilson is a big-time sponsor of the program. We appreciate him. And we have fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot, read away.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. You ever wonder what it's like to have your season be a shithole before it even starts? As a Gamecock fan, I deal with that every year. Our fan base is so silly that they think the win over Eastern Illinois will be the best day ever. We are truly pathetic. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. We appreciate Dennis and, of course, the folks at Callaway's. All right, Jackpot. We've ran our mouths enough. Let's get started with our picks. I'm going to share with you the form here online so you guys can see it. I'm going to share my screen right now. Let me pull it up here. This is the most easy form ever. You just basically fill out this form. All right, now I'm going to make it the full screen so everybody can see it. All right, so the first matchup that we have here, Jackpot, in our pick'em for the week, you just fill out your name up top here, and you fill out your full name here. Make sure that you use the same full name every week, so we don't have to guess who you are. Just use your same full name. Holy shit! All right, first matchup is Penn State at Wisconsin. Jackpot, would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first, sir?
I'll go on ahead and go first.
All right, who are you taking in this matchup?
Okay, what's the line there?
The line, as you can see on the screen there, is Wisconsin is a 3.5-point favorite at home over Penn State.
Okay, a line that short, I'm going to take Penn State to cover that. Wisconsin's got a couple injuries, people out. If that line was a little bit larger, I might would, but nah, I'm going to take. Wait a minute. What's the line again?
Our line is 3.5. The line in Las Vegas right now is 5.5.
Okay. 3.5. I'm going to take the Badgers. That's too short of a line to take with a. They're kind of evenly matched there. I do know they do have some injuries, but that's evenly matched teams. Penn State, just coming off that shitty year last year, I just can't. I can't lay that short of a line with them. I'm going to take Wisconsin.
I feel the same way about Wisconsin. I'm not truly sold on Penn State, and Wisconsin's at home. It's going to be a picture-perfect Saturday up there. Give me Wisconsin, and I will give up the 3.5. So I'm going to select Wisconsin there. Let's go ahead and we'll do the Clemson, Georgia game because that's the next one on the list here, Jackpot. I will pick first here. A little research here. The Kirby Smart in his tenure at Georgia has played against 3 teams that have more talent than he does, meaning as far as his roster, as far as 247 sports numbers, as far as the way the roster is rated, he comes out at 0-3 in those games. In 63 games against teams with less talent, he's won 52 of them at 83% there. In 30 top 25 games, he has 19 wins at 63% there. One of the other numbers that I thought was interesting, Georgia overall is 3-9 against teams in the AP top 5. Clemson, on the other hand, is 9-6. This game is very interesting. I don't know if Tyler Davis is going to play for Clemson or not, the big run-stuffing defensive tackle there.
Really shouldn't really make a huge difference. They're pretty deep at that position.
They are very deep at that position, and I'm not like some fans that are just, oh my God, we've lost this and lost that. I don't feel that way. Here's where I think the reason that Clemson's going to win. In the end, I think the defensive lines will X each other out. I think that Georgia is a team that's going to stop the run. I don't think Clemson's going to give up a bunch of yards on the ground either. I think that DJ Uiagalelei is a better quarterback than JT Daniels, and Dabo Swinney is a better coach than Kirby Smart. Give me Clemson, and I will give up the 4. Jackpot, which way are you going?
Pesky Pole says, I wonder if Fred Davis is going to play. Of course he is.
We don't know for sure until Saturday. We won't even know.
They asked
COVID
Dabo
running
about
for
it
the team too,
yesterday. They point blank asked him about him, and he quoted out some bullshit about COVID. What the fuck does he have to do with COVID? He wouldn't answer. He dodged the question. Anyway, that's
Let me make
irrelevant.
sure. Hold on. Let me make sure I put this out here. Fred Davis should not be playing until his legal issues are cleared up. He has a federal charge against him for running into a federal officer at all. Dabo Swinney probably should have cut him and let him take his ass to Georgia with Darian Kendrick, because they take all felons and idiots to go over there. So that's what should be happening with him. He should be starting over there for Georgia this week with Darian Kendrick. But I don't know what Dabo Swinney's doing, but in my opinion, that shouldn't be happening. But anyway, go ahead, Jackpot. Sorry to interrupt you.
This is just one of those classic spots where I'm going with what I know here. I think that defensively, I think Clemson's got something to prove after last year's debacle playoff against Ohio State. Nobody's talking about that. Using that for a little bit of motivation. I think that the ukulele. It depends to me on how well Justin Ross gets utilized, or how much he's able to be utilized. The Taters have some other young, unproven wide receivers that we don't really know if they'll be able to take the top off of defense or not. Clemson got some inexperience there, especially in the middle of the offensive line. That could give them some problems. But just with the coaching thing, the in-game coaching, I think the Taters have better in-game coaching than Georgia does. I think this is a big stage. This is like a playoff game in September. It really is. And they just have more experience with that. So I'm going to take the fucking Clemson to cover.
Both of us take Clemson to cover there. Next matchup, Eastern Illinois at South Carolina.
I hope I don't fucking win.
Damn it, Jackpot.
Well, this is
don't get upset.
This will be a lit live stream on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lit live stream. We all know that. It's going to be really bad.
I'm mad. I'm just a little bit perturbed.
Whatever the fuck.
Calm down, Virtual Kale. Our next matchup is South Carolina playing Eastern Illinois. The dawn of the Shane Beamer era. Yay. Jackpot, 35.5 points. That's how much the Gamecocks are favored by. Which way are you rolling?
Yeah, that's actually a 40-something point line in other places. Eastern Illinois is just not very good at all. I don't think it's going to take South Carolina too long to get rolling. I don't even, the whole Zeb Nolan saga, I don't think it's really going to matter, because I think South Carolina can just pound the rock all night long, maybe hit a few little play action passes here and there, and they'll be fine. South Carolina's covered the spread there. They'll win that game easy.
Eastern Illinois is 6-36 all time against FBS teams. They do have some great alumni: Tony Romo, Sean Payton. Who was the other guy? Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo played against an FBS team and lost 55-10.
They've actually won 6 games against FBS teams.
Yes, sir, they have. They've won 6 games against FBS teams. I can pull it up and I'll share it with you for the end of the show.
MAC teams or something. That sounds a little bit.
Yeah, they've never played. They have one game against an SEC team, and it was against one of Chad Morris's Arkansas teams. Yeah, and of course Chad Morris was a shit. Arkansas beat them by 35. 55-20. So Eastern Illinois just doesn't have the athletes to roll with South Carolina. South Carolina should push them around, and I think that South Carolina wins by. I'll take the Gamecocks and give up the 35 and a hook. Next matchup is Alabama and Miami. Jackpot, I'll go first here. The Crimson Tide, they are a 17.5-point favorite. You know, the last time these two teams met, it was in the 1993 Sugar Bowl. Alabama won that game 34-13. Not that that's going to matter, but Alabama has really good linebackers, and I think they'll keep De'Aaron King in check. I'm not sure where he's at. He says he's good to go, but what do you expect him to say? I think this will be Alabama winning like 41-14. So give me the Tide. Which way you go on there, Jackpot?
10 starters coming back on offense for Miami. Wasn't a bad team last year. Not a bad team at all. Lost to the Taters, predictably. But they ran through the rest of that schedule there. North Carolina kind of ran into a buzzsaw there. This is probably the only problem I have with them is their coaching. I think that's what keeps them from going to the next level. I don't know how mature of a coach Manny Diaz is or his staff, but I do like them offensively. They had a transfer wide receiver over there from Oklahoma and Charleston Rambo Jr. Should have came to South Carolina with Shane Beamer, but whatever the fuck. Defensively, I mean, they look good across the front. I know Alabama. I know they reload. They don't rebuild. They just reload with all these 5 stars. And defensively, I think they're going to be really good. But opening game, Miami is of the two, the Miami's the more experienced team here. I don't think they're going to win.
Then pick Miami then, asshole.
That's what I'm getting to. Sit here and order me around, god dang it. I'm gonna take Miami to cover. I think it could be a backdoor situation, possibly. Fourth quarter type deal. We all know Nick Saban eats nails for breakfast. What the fuck are we doing out there? I'm going to be the one here to go against the grain. I'm going to take the Canes to cover the big number.
Next matchup is West Virginia playing at Maryland. West Virginia playing at Maryland. Jackpot, the Mountaineers are a 4.5-point favorite. Which way are you going there, buddy?
Old rivalry here. Kind of hard to pick this one. Maryland looked decent last year a couple times. Got a couple upset wins there and looked kind of head scratching at times. In the end, I trust Neil Brown and what he's doing at West Virginia. I think he's building a winner there more than I do Mike Locksley. Mike Locksley, until last year, was known for doing nothing but losing football games. So I'm going to take the West Virginia Mountaineers to win that one, cover the spread.
The Mountaineers had the 4th best defense in the country last season, best defense in the Big 12. They returned 10 starters on that side of the ball. The Maryland offense at times sputters. I think West Virginia will take home the win there, and they will cover the 4.5 points there. Next matchup is Indiana and Iowa. Iowa is a 4.5-point favorite. Jackpot, which way you going there, buddy?
I like Indiana. I like Tom Wilson. I like the Penix kid at quarterback. I mean, I like what they're doing there, but it's just hard for me to lay points with them going on the road against a team like Iowa that's going to slow a game down. It's going to muddy it up, as you like to say. And they've got the home field advantage there, and it's a big home field advantage. That's one of the tougher places to play in the Big Ten. So I'm going to take Iowa here.
I'm rolling with the Hawkeyes as well. I think they'll jump out to an early lead and kind of cruise to maybe a 7 to 10 point win. Next matchup is in the Rose Bowl. LSU looking to rebound from a 5-5 season as they play UCLA, a team that won 44-10 over Hawaii in their first game of the season. I am going to go with LSU. I think that Coach Orgeron has a lot to prove. I think he's got their heads screwed on straight. And I just don't buy UCLA. So give me LSU -4.5. Which way are you going, Jackpot?
Yeah, I'm going to go with LSU as well. I just, I think that, some of this line movement a little bit is a little bit of an overreaction to UCLA's win this past Saturday. It was freaking Hawaii. Hawaii sucks on the mainland. They just suck. I was very surprised that offensively they weren't able to do anything against UCLA. But with that being said, I mean, I don't think quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson, I don't think he even played that well in that game. So give me the LSU to win there.
Next matchup is Louisiana Lafayette at Texas. Our line has Texas as a 16.5 point favorite, but the line is down to 8. Jackpot, which way are you rolling here, buddy?
What's our line for this contest?
Our line is 16.5. Texas is a 16.5 point favorite. That's what it opened at. It's at 8.
Where the hell did you find that line at?
That's the opening line at VegasInsiders.com. That's where we get our lines from, sir.
Okay. I don't remember seeing that one, but I remember it being like 10. I have to go with Louisiana Tech in that one. I mean, that's just way too fucking many points. But, these people on here are telling that Texas on upset alerts. Texas is not getting beat by them, okay? Just because, we had a few Big 12 teams. A couple of them actually got upset by fucking Sun Belt teams last year. But you got to remember, there were no fans in the stands for those games. There will be fans in the stands here. There's going to be 100,000 people here. Louisiana UL Lafayette. Why am I calling them Louisiana Tech? UL Lafayette's not going in there and winning that game. I'm sorry. They're not going to. But I do think they'll cover that 16.5. Texas breaking in new quarterback, new offensive system, new coach, and that. It's hard for me to lay that many points with them. So I'll go with the Raging Cajuns and Billy Napier.
I'm taking the Raging Cajuns too. 16.5 is way too many points.
Apparently, he wants to stay there forever.
Apparently, people think Texas is going to lose that game. Although I like chaos, and if they did lose, that would be absolutely funny. But they're going to run out of that uterus that they've got built into the stands there. Google it. You'll know what I'm talking about. And I think they'll win the game, but they will not cover the 16.
You know what that thing would be called if it was at Death Valley?
What?
An LS uterus.
The LS uterus. Next matchup is the Kale Hall Special. Syracuse at Ohio. Okay. That's just a pick'em. So which way are you going in that matchup there, Jackpot? Straight up.
Hold on. Can I answer this? I keep seeing this pop up in the YouTube, the comment section. They want me to tell us who David Butts is. David Butts is the best flooring guy in the upstate of South Carolina. Hometown Liberty, South Carolina. He works out of Simpsonville area now. He's in our contest. That's it. Anyway, Syracuse versus Ohio. It was a pick'em. I think Syracuse is now like a 1-point favorite. I'm going to lie with Syracuse in this one. I just Ohio's coach, Frank Solich, retired back in July for whatever. Here we go. It's another Facebook message. Where do I go out to make my picks? Hard for me to lay points with Brad New, head coach, offensive coordinator. He's moving over to that role, so it should be a pretty seamless transition. But I like Syracuse does have an experienced quarterback there, and Tommy DeVito. Although I mean he's not a great quarterback, but he's serviceable. And Syracuse gave a few teams a little bit of a challenge last year. They could surprise somebody. I think they covered the spread here against Ohio. I'm going to roll with the orange.
I'm going to roll with the fruit. Give me Syracuse to take the win. Next matchup, San Jose State at Southern Cal. Southern Cal, glad they don't have JT Daniels as their quarterback. They're favored by 16.5. Which way are you going in that matchup, Jackpot?
They got a lot of oh my God. Bulldog JC. Can you put the link to the contest in the thing, Rob?
Yeah, I'll put it right here in the chat. Go ahead and do your thing.
You go to the Facebook page.
It's in the if you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description for the show, but I will post it in the chat there so you guys can see. It's not a big deal. Go ahead, Jackpot. Give us your pick, brother.
San Jose versus
Southern Cal.
Huh?
Yeah, it's Southern Cal, buddy.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
They got a lot of players out injury. I watched them this past Saturday night. I had a little bit of sloppy play there, not much. God, this is a tough one. I'm gonna roll with the home team here. Give me USC to cover the spread here. I think this is kind of one of those sleeper teams. They do have some injuries, but I just think they're just way more talented than San Jose. I like San Jose, but last year, I watched them at bowl game kind of get dismantled by Ball State, and if you got balls bouncing up and down on your face, I'm sure you can let Trojans bounce up and down on your face as well.
That's some sound logic there, Jackpot. I'm going to take San Jose State because I think that's a lot of points, 16.5. And I think they'll end up they'll get a late field goal to cover that. Final matchup, Army at Georgia State. The Georgia State is a 4-point favorite in this matchup. Which way you rolling there, Jackpot?
4-point favorite.
Yes.
This is a good Georgia State team coming back. Got a lot of starters returning on both sides of the ball. Have a long time to prepare for the triple option in Army. We know. I mean, these service academies, going on the road, have been known to cover spreads and just give teams hell. Looks like they're returning a decent amount of players on both sides of the ball there as well from a team that last year went 9-3. I'm really not understanding the love here for Georgia Southern. I don't know what they know that we don't. But I'm going to take the Army Black Knights to cover that number.
I think Army wins outright. So give me the Knights +4. So there you go. There are our picks. I'm going to go ahead and submit mine now. There you go. I got to pick out the motorcycles here.
Bulldog JC says the links are not working for him.
Well, let me make sure we'll send him let me just send him this. Maybe this will help him a little bit. Let's try this way. I don't understand. You should be able to click the link there. Try that, sir. In the Army game, Jackpot took the Army. There you go, Lisa. To Lisa, patron of the show. We appreciate her. All right, there, Jackpot. And with that, there you go. There's our picks. We'll take some calls before we get out of here this evening. As we get jacked up, let me get the phone system going here.
We're getting jacked up and we're getting jacked off.
Jacked up, jacked off. Whatever the hell it is you want to call it there, sir. I mean, yeah, we can We can do all of that. Checked in, jacked up, whatever we need to do. That's
What's the deal with these hotel rooms now?
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much.
That sounds like a Christmas song to me.
It sounds like some opera. I like it.
Do they not come and empty your trash anymore in these hotel rooms and stuff during the day when you work?
I don't know. I figured you would be like Paul Heyman. You didn't want him in there because you don't want those whores messing with your shit.
I think it has something to do with COVID. I think you might have to have requested or something.
You don't want those whores messing with your stuff.
Did he say that? Kirby Smart's an idiot.
Yeah, Kirby Smart's an idiot. No, that's what Paul Heyman said when he was talking with you remember Bruce Pritchard talking about that. All those whores, they'll mess with your stuff. Anyway,
Those
call the show now.
Mess with my stuff, sir.
Mess with my whore. I don't need those whores. Those whores will go through my stuff. So I'll just pile up the pizza boxes and bags of sausage and just let them have it. Anyway, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. That is the number to dial if you would like to join us this evening on the Rob and Kale Show. As we take some calls here before we wrap it up, we have put our picks out there. If you have gotten into the contest, thank you. If not, that's okay. Hopefully you'll get into it before Saturday. There are some other games. Friday night, you've got North Carolina and Virginia Tech. That should be a good matchup there. Ohio State plays tomorrow night. But we'll take calls this evening before we wrap up. And there's our first one. Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. Good evening.
I would like my song, please.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Boom.
Kirby Smart's an idiot.
And then, boom, we go right into it.
Kirby Smart's an idiot.
All right. What do you got for the show, sir?
The irony is that song gets your sister so wet, Rob. You have no idea. I've been using it for years.
I'm sure you have. Too bad my sister's a tranny.
Any chance that I can get Crack Pipe to just write down the opposite of what you just picked so I can ride this, effortlessly ride this whole thing to a win?
Go with whatever you want. And if you don't believe my picks, it's okay. I don't expect you to have any thoughts or any sense of rationalness. You've got your nose stuck so far up Kirby Smart's ass, you're not going to know anything anyway.
Sir, you will wish you had your nose up there when he finishes with your coach. By the way, looks like Toucan Sam took his beak and planted it on Gomer Pyle's face, your head coach. That is the dumbest looking head coach I've ever seen in my life.
Well,
he's got to be the biggest idiot to ever coach college football.
You got to be shitting me.
Whatever you want to think about that, man, and we'll give you the opportunity to apologize on Sunday night and when they win. So
yeah, what's his record versus Georgia, by the way?
I honestly don't know. I'm being honest. I think he's 1-3. I think he's 1-3. Holy shit! Calm down, dude. Jesus, man.
And last time he lost by 24 points.
Yep.
He was buying sweatshirts that he was wearing at the national championship game he was coaching from fucking Walmart.
Yeah. So when he won those national championships, has he beaten Georgia those years?
No, Georgia sucked dick, and they were a piss poor team, and they had top talent and couldn't get there because they suck. So that's why they didn't get a chance to play Clemson. They would have stomped Georgia in the years they won the national title. They would have beaten Georgia by 3 touchdowns. So please continue with the bullshit, sir. You are so stupid when it comes to that. The 2016 and 2018 Clemson teams would mouth fuck your Georgia teams. It's not even remotely close. You couldn't get there. So don't even start. You couldn't even get into the motherfucking arena. And you're talking about, did they play Georgia? No, because Georgia sucks asshole. That's why they couldn't get there. And by the way, I stand by this statement too. And Jackpot, make sure that you write this down over there in your little notebook. If Georgia goes to the Outback Bowl, I'm buying this asshole tickets. him and his boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend, what the fuck ever, can go together and hold each other's hands as Georgia plays some bumblefuck team from somewhere else. But I will buy your Outback Bowl tickets if you guys end up there. There you go.
Georgia versus Northwestern.
Georgia versus Northwestern. Wouldn't that be some funny shit if a former Clemson quarterback ripped his ass again after Uiagalelei does the same thing on Saturday?
Or what if he got hurt or something? Ryan Helinski took over for him midway through the season, and he mouth pumped him again.
Yeah, Ryan Helinski does some crazy stuff there. And by the way, wouldn't it be some funny shit if Clemson wins on Saturday and then all the Georgia fans are all huddled up somewhere thinking, man, fuck, we don't need another thing happening like a couple of years ago. The last time that South Carolina came in here, we were like 21-point favorites and we lost. You could go 0 against the state. That's something that has to, really chap a Georgia fan's ass. You can go 0 against the state. Maybe you'll end up playing Coastal Carolina in a bowl game. They might whip your ass too. All these things could feasibly happen.
Folks
this is where you speak. This is where you speak, sir. This is where you speak. Can you not keep up? Come on. Chop, 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 chop. Let's go.
Folks at home, all I ask
your dad is making you look like a fucking idiot.
And he still can't provide a yes or no question. The answer
was yes or no question to what?
I asked you when you won those championships, did you beat Georgia those years?
I gave you an answer. No, because Georgia has balls on their chin and couldn't get there.
Sir,
I love the train.
The reason you won't let me speak is because facts are on my side, you bloated idiot. The question I asked you was, in the years that you won those national titles, did you beat Georgia?
And I told you.
Yes, you went on an 8-minute diatribe about some nonsense.
That's because I can do that. That's because I can do that. Georgia couldn't compete against those Clemson teams. Couldn't do it.
Did you beat Georgia? Did you beat Georgia those national championships?
No, you simply did because you couldn't get there.
So now you have an opportunity in a few days. What's going to be the excuse when JT Daniels throws for 500 yards?
I tell you what, JT Daniels will not throw for 500 yards. That's not happening on any planet. On any planet. Stop with that nonsense.
Sir, I really have tried. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be cordial. I've tried to be sensible, but that's not registering with you. You are from the stone ages of college football. Sure. You have no idea when it comes to actual reality and actual
just
facts.
Walk away.
You have cut me off time after time on your show during the day to spew some nonsense.
Walk
but
away.
Here we are.
Walk on.
What are you saying?
Just walk away. Just be like the Hulk and walk away, sir. Walk away.
I'm sorry. Your sister's leaving. I'm a little bit distracted.
I already told you my sister's a tranny, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad you're so eager to admit that, by the way. Georgia, guys, no one, and I mean no one.
Walk away.
I'm sorry?
Just walk away.
I'll give the guy who's on the losing end of a 42-18 record a chance to speak right now. Go ahead and speak. Make a bigger idiot out of yourself than you already have for the last few months here. Go ahead. Speak.
Your own fan bases. Megan is an embarrassment to UGA fans. I'm so ashamed.
I'm sure those are real UGA fans.
That's what Alan just said. I mean, he claims to be a UGA fan. Brandon says, hang up on crying Megan. You're losing viewers now since he called in. You're losing viewers.
Oh, and guess what? Why aren't you hanging up on Megan? If that was the case,
I don't care. You can call the program whenever you want, man. I like to reach across the aisle. I need to get elected to Congress. Sir? I can bring people together. Alan says he's a 1991 graduate, sir. Your thoughts on that?
21 points is a minimum. We're going to skull drag you up and down the field with our dumbass head coach and his woman advisor and his dumbass assistant coach, what's his name? Will Muschamp or doo-doo, whatever they call him. He's going to provide 7 points on special teams. Book it. We're
Cool.
winning by 21 points, and we're going to score on special teams. And crack pipe, I know you don't want to hear that. You're going to probably you're going to slit your wrist when you see Georgia shine on special teams, but we're going to, sir. We are going to embarrass.
Cool.
Oh, I'm not worried about Georgia and their special teams. I'm not worried about our special teams because we have the special teams guru down in South Carolina.
Megan, I appreciate you calling the show, sir. I don't think you're winning by 21, but
so South Carolina's still playing football this year, is that right?
They're playing
well, especially special teams.
Okay, I thought after that you had Bobby Boucher playing quarterback there. You may just call off the whole season, but it's up to you.
All he's got to do is hand off to one of that bevy of running backs. I mean, that can't be hard. I can go out there and do that.
You may have to, sir. According to what I'm seeing, you may have to. So,
oh Lord,
you may have to. Hey, Georgia by 21, boys. Book it. I'm in the pick'em contest. I'm going to smoke Rob's pansy ass. Good evening.
Cool. Have a good night, sir. There you go. Begging Megan calling the program.
He knows it's more than 1 week, right?
905. Yeah, it's. I don't think he knows what day it is. You could ask him what day it is, and he probably drooled all over himself.
Let me address a couple of things over in the chat room. Chris Rich says, "Can we change our picks if we submit the first time?" Yes. All you have to do is go back in there, submit a new form, and it will replace the one that you submitted earlier.
Welcome into the program. Good evening.
What's up, man? This is Clemson Tiger fan.
Hello, Clemson Tiger fan. What would you like to talk about on the show, sir?
So I was just wondering, so what all have you heard about the players being possibly out? Like, I've heard Ross with a broken foot, but I've heard that's BS.
Here's what I've got on Justin Ross. Justin Ross was looking for tickets for his aunt to go to the game today. That's what I was told by several people. I doubt he's going to be trying to get his aunt tickets if he's not going to play. I do think Tyler Davis has a COVID-19 and is probably not going to play. Fred Davis should not be playing because he decided to try to run over a mailman. But I think Ross will play and the other two probably will not. As far as the rest of it goes, there's been rumors about
that too.
What was it? Turner may be out, but I haven't heard about that. But I do think that COVID-19 will take down Tyler Davis, and he will not play this weekend.
Yeah, like the Turner thing, it's so hard because you have all these trolls just posting. I've heard Turner's had a broken shoulder, a torn hamstring, and COVID in the last 2 hours. So I don't know.
There's a lot of things that are out there that are just spewing. That's just basically what it is. So there you go.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I don't know if there's this guy named David Hood. He's like he
works for TigerNet
or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he works for TigerNet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and the way he posted a message about it, and the way it sounded was Ross is going to play. That's some BS about the broken foot. Turner, he said Turner's going to play, but it made it sound like he might be he won't be 100%. And then the Tyler Davis thing was the only thing that he said is probably real and not and yeah, like you said, he probably has COVID. So, but he has a chance to test negative twice. So, because apparently Clemson tested every player on their team when the ACC said you only have to test the unvaxxed players, and 93% of the players are vaccinated, including Tyler Davis. But Clemson decided to test everyone to not be discriminatory towards unvaxxed players, and it wasn't a football decision. It was the school itself, along with Duke's school, decided to test everybody. So everybody's saying that's stupid. It's not. Dabo probably didn't want to test everybody, but they had to. So.
I don't want to talk about COVID, sir, and I know that makes it seem like I'm being silly here, but you know what? I'm fucking sick of talking about COVID. I mean, I'm fucking tired of it. Let's line up and play fucking football. You play with what you got. Go with them protocols. I don't give a shit. Let's just go and play. That's kind of where I'm at with that. If you line up and you go with what you got, that's how I always feel about this stuff, and that's it. But anything else you got for the program, sir?
Just said DJ Uyunglele is a 50 times better quarterback than JT Daniels. JT could not lick DJ's jockstrap, so we'll see that September 4th.
All right. Hey, man, thanks for calling the show. We appreciate it, buddy. You have a good night. All right. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Captain G is not in love with Beggin' Megan, who is hooking up with my tranny sister. Doesn't like Beggin' Megan. There you go with that. Let's go back out to the phones. Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Hey, Rob. What's up? Carolina Jackpot. How you guys doing?
What's up?
Jackpot, you just learning these COVID rules for the hotel rooms?
Well, I mean, nobody told me anything. I just said, here's your card and keys.
Yeah.
I mean, thought it was weird, though.
Yeah, you now have to put your towels and your trash outside your door, and they come by and they pick up all your stuff daily, and you got to put in special request.
What? Yeah. What happened to just having a damn maid to come to the damn room? Why can't she just wear gloves and a mask like everybody else? Don't make no
I
sense.
don't want those whores in my room. They'll mess with my shit.
I don't have any shit in here except a pile of losing lottery tickets and some picks against the spread and a notebook. So,
and a bag of pork rinds. I like pork rinds when I go somewhere. Why not?
I don't have any pork rinds, but I have a cup of Russians.
God damn it! Somebody send Jackpot some pork rinds.
Went down there today and got me a pinata.
A purple shirt for Saturday.
Oh, Jackpot's not wearing no purple shirt. He ain't wearing that shit. Jackpot's got a damn Gamecock t-shirt or some shit.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Rob, I enjoy your show every day, brother. You do a great job over there. I don't care what anyone calls in, says.
These guys don't hurt my feelings. I ain't shit. I'm doing radio for fucking ever now. It doesn't bother me.
I know, brother, but it's one thing to have a discussion with someone on your show or whatever, and it's football. We all have that bar banter kind of thing, but when you go to a personal level and you start saying certain things to guys, that's not cool, man.
That doesn't bother me. Like Jackpot and I, Kale's probably one of my better friends. We've said some horrendous shit to each other, though. I mean, some horrendous shit to each other, but we're still friends. It doesn't bother me. It's football. It's just football. Anyway, man. Hey, you got anything else for the show?
Yeah. The Georgia fans, Beggin' Megan. What's Beggin' Megan talking about? Ain't he got like some power line to fix or something? So he's living in the Georgia dream. I don't know what
I thought Beggin' Megan was a restroom attendant. I didn't know he did stuff with power lines. What the hell is that all about?
Oh, that's right. He fixes transmission for a living or something like that. I don't know.
I honestly thought he was a restroom attendant.
One of those guys with a towel. Who was the goof that called in over the summer that it said he worked at Waffle House? Who was that?
Somebody said he worked at Waffle House, I think changing grease traps or something. Gator Tooth. Where the hell is
missing?
Yeah, he's out. He's definitely missing. I did have some Florida fan call my show today, Jackpot.
I heard
and he was running his mouth about, did you hear what I said, hey man, what about your coach's wife kissing players? And man, he moved
that
off
was last year.
Yeah, it was funny.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, lewd and disgusting.
Hey, Rob, Jackpot, this is no joke. I grew up in the Carolinas. I thought the Tater fans were the most annoying fans. Until I moved to Florida and I met the Gator fans. There is no more annoying fan base than the Florida Gator fans.
Yeah. Well, I've seen worse. Oklahoma fans are some fucking crazy fools too, but I haven't really dealt with very many Florida fans. But you know, I goof on the Georgia fans, but at least they're fucking loyal. They check out for basketball and a good portion of baseball too, even though they got a good baseball program. But man, they are passionate about that Georgia football team. I'll give them that.
I'm with you, Rob. I just next time you talk to Big and Megan, just ask him one question.
Sure.
When's the last time? What year was it that Georgia lost to South Carolina? And what was the last year they
2 years
played South Carolina?
I think
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
6-7 years ago.
How many years in a row now has South Carolina lost to Clemson? And did we just beat Georgia 2 years ago with Kirby Smart?
Yeah, they call that a fluke, though. They call that a fluke win.
Yeah.
All right, man, we got to move on, buddy. I got to get some more callers on. Thank you so much, though. Okay.
All right, brother. You have a good evening.
All right, man. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905.
Brandon Coon says Cal Wade Hampton lost 70-7 to Greenville last week. Your alma mater needs a new coach. Yeah, Wade Hampton is the South Carolina high school football team equivalent of the team that loses to Eastern Illinois badly in college.
Welcome into the program. Good evening, sir.
Hey, how are y'all?
What's up?
Hey, I just came to talk about my Tennessee football. Hey, man, I'm telling you what. Now that South Carolina's got a graduate assistant at quarterback, y'all ain't got no shot of beating us long period.
Well, I don't think the graduate assistant is probably slated to be the starter. I don't think we have it pinned as the starter in October.
Jackpot, I forgot the Tennessee fight music.
That graduate assistant shredded up Oklahoma's defense. Tell me what Tennessee quarterback has done that.
I got a real question, though. I got a real question. Like, not even trying to troll or nothing. But, like, I got a question. If Zeb Nolan was so good, then why didn't y'all take him in as an actual player? Why'd y'all take him in as a grad assistant?
Because he thought that he was done. He was up there backing up Trey Lance and everything. And he thought he was just done. I mean, he had the extra year there, but
the rules
thought he was done.
The rules and the rule changes are very confusing, and it was something new for everybody. I mean, guy probably didn't realize that he had eligibility.
I heard he knew that he still had a year left, but he just wanted to get into coaching.
Yeah, Shane Beamer said in his press
conference. Who told you that? Shane Beamer?
No, Shane Beamer said in his press conference that.
Well, you heard that. Who'd you hear it from?
I can't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't Shane Beamer. If that's what you're asking.
Well, we'll see how that matchup goes with Tennessee.
Hey, all I'm saying now that Joe Milton's QB1 for us, we are going to the promised land, baby.
Yeah, because he really lit it up. He lit it up at Michigan last year.
Who the fuck is he?
What?
Who the fuck is Joe Milton?
Our quarterback?
I'm serious. I swear to you right now, and I'm being as real as I possibly can. I goof with Georgia fans. If you put Joe Milton in front of me with 5 other guys, I wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup. I have no clue who this motherfucker is.
Joe Milton, no clue. Joe Milton is a top 5. Joe Milton is a top 5 quarterback in the SEC. I don't want to hear a word.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah. He was a bottom 3 quarterback in the Big Ten.
Top 5 quarterback. Do you really want to stand by that, sir? You really want to stand by that? You think he's in the realm of? We'll go with JT Daniels. Do you think he's in the realm of the Alabama quarterback, or I don't know, Connor Bazelak at Ole Miss, or Matt Corral? Or Connor Bazelak at Mizzou and Matt Corral at Ole Miss. You think he's up there with those guys? You really want to stand on that hill and say
he's probably not as good as Ken Steels.
Ken Steels.
He's terrible. He's terrible. All right, look. This is how it goes. It goes. I would say Matt Corral, JT Daniels, Bryce Young, I don't know a fourth, but 5 would fit in for Joe Milton. I'm telling you, y'all sleeping on Tennessee. I know y'all love hating on Tennessee, but
he's not even the best quarterback in his division. He's not even the second best quarterback in his division.
You're just a hater.
I'm not a hater. I'm just being honest. I'll go to war with Daniels and Bazelak before I even remotely think about a guy who transferred into Tennessee. What is he, like McDonald's? What the hell's going on here?
JT Daniels.
I'll take. Look, I talk shit about Daniels, but he's a better quarterback than this guy.
He's not even the best quarterback in the state of Tennessee.
He's better because he didn't transfer in when he transferred in, just like Joe Milton did.
How many games? Hold on, slow down. How many games has JT Daniels lost while he's at Georgia?
I don't know.
Georgia fans, help me out there. It's 0. Okay. Now he played against the bottom third of the SEC there, but the reality is at Tennessee, Milton's going to lose some of those games. He's probably going to lose to South Carolina if that Tennessee offensive line doesn't keep him legit.
We would be lucky. It would be a decent year if we lost 2 games this year. Well, I think that's realistic. We'll lose to Alabama and Georgia and beat everybody else.
2 games in what? The first 3?
Are you talking hoops? Are we talking hoops here? What are we talking here? You're not.
No, who talking?
You think you're going 10-2? Are you out of your? Pittsburgh's going to whip your ass. Stop with the nonsense, man. Holy shit,
no, you
dude.
just like Clemson because you're an ACC fan. You know Pittsburgh ain't gonna win. You just a hater of Tennessee. You know Joe Milton's gonna take us to the promised land. You just don't want to admit it. Pittsburgh sucks. They have no fans. Nobody likes Pittsburgh. We're gonna whoop their ass. And Tennessee,
Pittsburgh,
and Florida, and Missouri. What?
Man, I appreciate you calling, but the show's getting dumber. Have a good night. Wow. God damn it, Jackpot. You got to stop paying people to call the show to fuck with me, man. Got time for all that. Holy shit. Jesus.
Caden Smith says, I'll take our midget Stetson Bennett over Joe Milton garbage ass.
Honestly, this guy, I don't know what the fuck. Honestly, with the Joe Milton thing, come on, Tennessee fans.
He couldn't even beat Michigan State. A terrible team. He lost his starting job at Michigan, but he comes down here to the promised land. He comes down to God's country. He's throwing the ball 70 yards from his knees, and the next Cam Newton.
The next Cam, are they calling him the next Cam Newton? Holy shit.
I believe I saw that here.
803-470.
Your Gamecocks couldn't beat Tennessee when they were 3-8. Who was 3-8? Nobody's played 11 regular season games in at least 20 years.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God. No one knows Joe Milton. He couldn't make it at Michigan, for God's sake. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense, man. Saying he's a top 5 quarterback. Are you guys really going to stand behind that? Really? Come on, man. Do better. Just do better. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. That is the number to dial if you would like to join us here on the Rob and Kale Show this evening. The next time that we get together, Jackpot, we will have some results. It's going to be interesting. We'll know. We'll either have a bunch of butthurt Clemson fans or a bunch of butthurt Georgia fans, one way or the other.
Either way, one way or the other, I'm going to be enjoying it.
Oh, yeah, because the Gamecocks are guaranteed to win this weekend. I did see one projection had the Gamecocks winning 24-17. And I said, if the Gamecocks win by 7 points, Jackpot is going to curse and yell and piss and moan. It's going to be.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm just telling you what I can't remember what website it was. I'll send it to you when we get out of here because I bookmarked it. I was like, that's not happening. That's not happening at all.
No.
So there you go with that. All right, 803-470-2905. We'll take calls for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get out of here. The Callaway's Pick'em Challenge. Appreciate everybody getting into that. We're on a quest, ladies and gentlemen, to get to $2,000. And we need 20 more people, which may happen. It's not that far-fetched of a goal. It may happen. We may get to that $2,000 pot, and it costs you $20 to enter for the whole season. You pick games every week.
Delta
Everybody
900 says, Kel and Rob, thoughts on my Buffalo Bills winning the AFC and the Super Bowl. It's not happening. The only AFC team in the state of New York is the Jets.
I think we should give the Bills to Canada as a gesture of goodwill. So don't ask me about the Buffalo Bills. Just give them to Canada as a gesture of goodwill. The current administration might do that. Oh, did I talk?
Sean Calvert says, has South Carolina ever won the SEC? I promise I'm not trolling. Yes, they have. A few years ago, went to the Final Four. Also, a few years before that, they won 2 times in a row and went to the College World Series. He has. Don Staley does it on a regular basis.
Hey, Tulane has 3 SEC titles in football. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've been reminded.
Been reminded of that. He's talking about football. No, they have never won the SEC. Arkansas has never won the SEC either. Kentucky has never won the SEC. Yeah. So
What about
A&M, Mizzou? I don't know about Mississippi State. I'd have to look on that. I don't think they have, but I could be wrong. So there's that.
Do you know
right.
that Tennessee, Mississippi State in the 1998 SEC championship game?
Yes, I do. They lost. Yeah. I caught you. I'm sorry. I'm silly. Yes, you're right.
They win like 24-17 or something.
What? All right. Vol Steak says Tennessee will prove y'all wrong, and then y'all will still spit on Tennessee. What do you mean, sir? What do you mean by proving us wrong? Winning more than 6 games? You know what? I mean,
I want to know why. They can't tell us why.
Yeah, they can't really tell. It's Joe Milton at quarterback. Okay. I get the 2 thumbs up for that. Joe Milton at quarterback. I said they're going 10-2. Get the hell out of here. What a mess. Anyway, 803-470-2905. Final call for calls this evening. I mentioned that we'll have results. Actually, we're doing a live stream that night during the Clemson Georgia matchup. In fact, I'm pretty sure that South Carolina will have their game wrapped up by the time we go live because Eastern Illinois is a shithole. And South Carolina should roll. What's that?
Jackpot Jr. is supposed to FaceTime me before the South Carolina game so that he can show me how to get it because, I got that ESPN Plus, which I pay for $6 and some change every month. And I still can't get all those are still fucking blacked out. And anything Gamecocks or Clemson is blacked out when I try to watch it through ESPN Plus. But
Fireball says I can't criticize Joe Milton if I don't know him. Okay, fair enough. I just think that I should know who the starting quarterback is for an SEC team. That's all. I mean, he didn't really do much at Michigan, so he had to go there. Just saying. Hopefully your son will get it right for you, sir. That's a valid thing there. Hopefully your son will get it right. That's what we need.
It's on ESPN Plus, Blake. But my son sent me some tweet from some what's the guy at South Carolina? I can't remember. Who said that if your streaming provider has the SEC network, then your ESPN Plus will be able to show it through SEC Plus. I don't know. I'm supposed to be able to see it. I want to have that on in the background of this Clemson game, which we're going to watch. So,
Jackpot, y'all gonna have it wrapped up, man. Y'all gonna be watching your damn third stringers by 7:30. Eastern Illinois is a shithole. Y'all gonna roll.
I hope so. Our whole team's third stringers, according to these Vol fans over here. We ain't got no Joe Miltons on our team. Oh my God.
Oh, fuck.
SEC Network alternate channel 611.1 on DirecTV.
It doesn't have DirecTV. Yeah. All right. Well, we've had a good show. Join us for the live stream on Saturday night. We'll probably start right around 7:25.
SCU says Raycom.
Oh man.
Sean
said
Coward,
you'll
I have a
grad
grad assistant. We have a grad assistant who shredded up.
Oh,
Who shredded up an Oklahoma team
okay.
which made to the playoffs.
Can you guys come up with something better than that? Jesus Christ. Why don't you just say some things like your wide receiving core is fucking terrible. I mean, your defensive backs are all SoCon type defensive backs. I mean, there are better things to say than, oh, you got a grad assistant at quarterback. Jesus.
It's going to be on Jefferson Pilot.
Jefferson Pilot.
It's going to be on Ms. Lou.
The the Jefferson Pilot game of the week: South Carolina and Eastern Illinois.
Brandon Coon says the East Carolina game will be on ESPN2 the following week.
Yeah,
you remember when ESPN2 first came out, like in maybe the mid to late 90s, and they called it the Deuce, and they had like the funky logo with like the ESPN2. It was like a kid scribbled it out. You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, and it had like a little its own little theme. It had its own little theme music. Like if you had a game that was on there, it was like dun 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 dun.
That was a. I actually I think I've got that in my hold on, Jackpot.
Young bucks don't know nothing about that right there.
I have that somewhere. Hold on, please. No, I don't. I thought I used to keep that, but I guess I don't have it. But I thought that was kind of a cool thing.
Blake
Robinson
says Megan went to high school at Bishop Sycamore.
Holy shit, Jackpot. All right. Well, I think we've had fun this evening. Join us for the live stream on Saturday. Make sure you get into the contest. You can Facebook message me as well instead of bugging Jackpot all the time.
Sean Calvert says, "What's your biggest concern for the Gamecocks after the season? That if my Jets have a bad year, that they're going to come after Shane Beamer because he's a players coach and NFL loves players coaches."
Okay. I mean, I think you have bigger concerns than Shane Beamer leaving for the Jets. Shane Beamer's actually smart. Shane Beamer's not going to the fucking Jets. You got a better chance of coaching the Jets than he does. Holy shit, Jackpot. Anyway. Once again, appreciate you guys doing the show for us and doing the show with us, and we will talk to you on Saturday.